Let's buckle up because we're diving into what I pray is a fever dream. CNN promoting George Floyd Square.
From the Floyd family that they don't want to get into politics, but this is inherently political, what the Trump administration is doing, where they are purposely rolling back the oversight on departments like the Minneapolis Police Department that even the chief at the time said needed some reforms.
Shaming, public criticism for their woke hero, for their veteran on Memorial Day.
Where you have sort of MAGA land putting out these really disturbing messages. I can tell you as a reporter who's covered this for many years, all the vitriol and racism that has been spewed at me and my colleagues when we cover this story. Here's Laura Loomer, who has the president's ear. Here is what she posted today on the anniversary of a man's death as his family is trying to mourn and continuing to mourn his death, saying that this is congratulations to George Floyd. This is 5 years sober. I mean, imagine that kind of disgusting vitriol.
They're whining about people being big meanies to poor George Floyd, as though he's a saint who just happened to stub his toe on the way to choir practice. Mean. Mean. Folks, we're not talking about someone stealing a loaf of bread to feed his family like Jean Valjean. We're talking about a career criminal. This dude went on an armed robbery, a home invasion with his homies, and spent his time pointing a gun at a pregnant woman's belly. And they anoint him a saint. This is not the kind of resume you put on LinkedIn unless the job title you're seeking is professional menace. But oh no, here's CNN playing their little sad violins, demanding a safe space for George Floyd Square. Like it's a sacred shrine where woke pilgrims can light candles and whisper their wicked little Marxist mantras. This isn't a memorial, it's a theme park for the terminally unhinged. They've got gardeners out there, for Christ's sakes, gardeners tending to the flower beds of revolution like it's Versailles for victimhood. Meanwhile, our actual brave soldiers, guys who stormed Normandy, bled in the Pacific, fought for the freedoms that we have today, are spinning in their graves so fast they could power a wind turbine. And what do they get? A flag and a thank you for your service at Applebee's on Veterans Day, Memorial Day today. But George, oh no, he's the patron saint of the summer of love, where burning down a Wendy's was apparently a bold stance against the capitalistic oppressive structure of America that has made our nation and its people the wealthiest and greatest on the planet. You want to know the truth? George Floyd didn't just die. He became the ultimate martyr for the blue-haired, latte-sipping, defund the police but protect my feelings brigade. The Democrats didn't just regain power using George Floyd.
So again, thank you, George Floyd, for sacrificing your life for justice, for being there to call out to your mom.
They built a whole religion around this guy. He is their Joan of Arc, except instead of a sword, he's got a rap sheet longer than a CVS receipt. And they love it. Every minute of it, every weed pulled from George Floyd Square by those gardeners is like a sacrament. A little boost of regenerative mojo for the authoritarians who want to torch the Constitution and replace it with a DEI handbook written in frickin' crayon. Sane people out there, we gotta shut this circus down. Not because we're mean, but because this isn't a memorial. It's a propaganda petting zoo. Oh, good little Marxist wokey Wokerson. You'll one day burn down a whole neighborhood. We'll just instill the right ideology in you. George Floyd Square is where the woke go to recharge their sanctimony batteries, where they can cry about systemic this and oppressive that, while memory holding the Molotov cocktails they chucked during the so-called Summer of Love as they scream oppression. So I say to George Floyd Square, shut it down, pave it over, and maybe, just maybe, put up a statue of a firefighter or a policeman, somebody who actually saved lives instead of a guy who became a mascot for Marxist chaos. I'm not saying to dance on his grave, but let's stop pretending it's the freaking Lincoln Memorial. Floyd is the woke martyr. He's their brave overdose veteran they venerate and whose death they use to propagandize low IQ morons with an axe to grind to do their dirty work for them. And then, to boot, they use taxpayer money from Minnesotans to fund this square, this woke memorial. Over $6 million of your funding for the propagandizement of the next round of Antifa arsonists. Your forebears, mine as well, died fighting Hitler and communism. These veterans are remembered for their courage and sacrifice this Memorial Day. George Floyd is their veteran, the one who they remember so fondly. Pick a side.